I know it's strange, but my brain's gone really insane, and I'm off the chain, sipping on a fifth for the golden grain. I feel like slapping a nigga today, slapping a nigga today. I feel like slapping a nigga today, slapping a nigga today, slapping a nigga today. I know it's strange, but my brain.
Hold on, let me turn off Kaya. Is that a bruise? I missed. Okay, I'm here presenting y'all with my standard Wednesday afternoon presentation that I never really do. Actually, I've been doing the haves and the have-nots pretty on time. Whatever, haves and have-nots. I know for a fact, and this is a Kayla fact, so it may not be a real fact, but I know for a fact that Tyler Perry has been sitting here all these months listening to me cussing him out and cackling because he knew I would be gagged by this episode. But I still have some things that I need to address. The episode was, for all intents and purposes, what I would call good. And that's just based off the other episode, not based off of any other television show, because the show is still, cruddy. But from what we've been receiving to what we received on last evening, I'm going to go ahead and say it was good. I'm going to start back where we left off last week. Candace and Charles. He asked her to go ahead and throw his brother, off the cliff. Her brother, I mean. And she said what I hoped she would say. If you think I'm about to rat my brother out, you are sadly mistaken. I said, amen. Amen, because who do we think he is? And who do we think we are? We're not going to give up our brother. That's just not what it is. And so Charles goes into, I've never known that kind of love. That right there is like, okay, so you a psychopath then. It ain't nobody in your life that you would just not give up to the police. Nobody. So you psychopathic then. And Candace goes on to say, you have children. And he says, that's different. How that's different? Like, I know the brother-sister relationship and the father-child relationship is different, but the love, the ability to understand that, no, I'm not going to give you up to the police, I feel like that transpires in each of those relationships, Like, if somebody came knocking on my door, knock, hey, girl, we want you to, give your brother up just so you can have a nice, comfortable life. I just would not. My baby brother or my baby sister, I wouldn't give them up. Even if they did do it. And Benny didn't do it. But even if they did do it, I'd be like, girl, it was me. Go take me to the clinic. Let the girls go. That would be me. If somebody went knock on my door and said, I need you to give up your child, I would say, no, take me to the clinic, let the girls go. Which is why I don't understand Hannah doing all this riding for Benjamin. All this riding. I love my son. I should have kept you away from this girl. But you ain't in there saying it was me that killed him. Where the love at? Where the love at? Because if you want to act like, I'm basing this off the way, okay, hit me, please. Hit me. Hit me. Because I don't want to go to work anyway. I'm basing this behavior, this statement, because I'm not saying all mothers. I'm sorry, I had to put some juju on the girls. And he already got a handicap sticker, so I know it's going to be bad when it hits him. I'm basing this statement off of the fact that Hannah is always, I need to keep you away from that girl. I'll do anything to protect you. This, that. My boy, my son, my this, my that, my everything. He lives with me in the next room, and we just love each other so much. And you got all this hold on this boy, but you ain't gonna, when he is in trouble, step down to the station and say, it was me, girl. It was me. Even on Daytime Divas, the sickening and, ever flourishing Maxine Robinson took the fall for her son. I hope y'all have seen it, if you plan on seeing it. But anyway, she took the fall for her son, and she ain't even as dedicated a mother as you are. So I don't understand. Anyway, so Charles never knew that kind of love. And then he starts asking about his wife, and she starts asking about his wife. And I'm sitting here like, yeah, how she died? Y'all know I want to know. And he don't say how she died, but he says that, he did love her and this, that, and the other. And I'm just trying to figure out, what is we talking about? What are we talking about? Anyway, and he says, it's a shame that I can't get you to give up your brother because it's going to be hard to bring you to the inauguration. She said, I'm not going to the inauguration. Like, girl, I won't be there. I don't know who you thought you was talking to, but I'm booked. I've got things I'm doing. And then she proceeds to say that she needs air, and he says, you know, you just missed the opportunity of a lifetime, and she says, no, you did. I think both of you missed the opportunity of a lifetime, whether it's a good opportunity or a bad opportunity. Oh, wow. Wow. This card that I put the juju on, he's acting a plumb fool. He's mad because he can't go nowhere. Because don't nobody drive 70 miles an hour in a 45. We just don't. We just don't. And now he can't get around. He's trying to go around, but it's a car over here and a car over here. He's stuck. He's stuck, and that's his own, you know, fault for being ridiculous. If you really needed to be somewhere, you could have got on the freeway. I don't take the freeway because I know I speed, and I know the police be sitting out there waiting because there's construction out there, and I already got a $900 ticket, so I won't be. Oh, and you're littering? You're littering too? Okay, girl. I got something for you. I can't wait. Let me get on off this road here, turn into this neighborhood, because I take the long way. Because I know the girls being the police don't be hiding and waiting on me. If I want to commit some crimes, like take a drive. Speaking of, okay. I was like, where's my phone? So anyway, they both missed the opportunity of a lifetime, you know, whatever. Swooping over to Anna and Wyatt, I just truly, from the bottom of my heart, don't care. She's moving in. They talking about, he's saying, oh, well, there's only one shower. Like, sis, I live in a home where 3 of us share one bathroom. There are 5 of us in total in the house and only 2 showers. You know what we don't do? We don't all get in together. We take our individual and respective turns. So I don't know why what you thought you were saying when you said it was only one shower and then tried to imply that they need to get in together. Because I know you're not into, you know, community showers to save water and these type of things. I know that's just not who you are. So anyway, they still trying to figure out what he needs to do with his time to stay off the drugs. So they taking a little questionnaire, a little survey. And the survey starts off with, you know, what are your goals? What do you want to be in life? And he says, you're going to think it's stupid. And she's like, I don't think anything, sweetheart. Tell me what's T? He says, I have always wanted to be a fireman. She tells him she don't think that's stupid, yada, yada, yada. He said, you know, talks about how his parents thought it was stupid. And let me not hit this officer of the law. And then they, you know, proceed to she's going to figure out how to help him become a fireman. I guess they're going to take some pictures. They found an old camera, and they're going to take some pictures of the firehouses and post them up on the walls. I don't know. I don't care. And while they're having this conversation, Wyatt gets a phone call, and the phone call is from the DA, George, the new DA. And he's like, where's Detective Sallinson? What's going on with her? And George is like, well, she's no longer with her. Who is this? You know, I'm in my auntie's car, and the girls be honking thinking it's her, and it's just not her. It's just not. But anyway, George is like, she's no longer with us. And Wyatt's like, oh Lord, she done quit. We had an immunity deal. What's T? And George is like, nah, girl, she dead. Anyway, need y'all to come down to the station, or I can come to you. Either way, but we need to talk. And did you hear me get extra super southern on you? Wyatt says, come on down to the house. Hannah goes in to see Benny, and you know they're not letting anybody go to see, you know, back to the back to see you. But they have eventually. I'm sorry, I done got thrown out because this car in front of me is doing too much, and I don't want to have her wreck. They let her in to see him, and she's giving him a whole bunch of, did you do it? Did you do it? Did you do it? And he's saying, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. And she's asking, well, who did it? And he can't tell her. And all of this, and then he said something about how the Secret Service wanted his DNA, and Veronica's like, what? Like shook, and I'm like, calm down. And then she goes out to try to find out what's going on with the DNA. Hannah then is giving another, did you do it? Benjamin's giving another, no, I didn't. And then she goes into, I know. If you knew, why? I'm not missing this light for you, sis. Why are you oh, she didn't miss the light either. All right. Why are you continuously asking this boy if he did it? If you already knew he ain't do it, and if you're like, are you sure it's Jeffrey? Why are you continuously asking if he did it? Hannah, Jesus, oh my God. Yeah, you're gonna have to stay right there, Truck. I'm not scared of you. Again, y'all, 18-wheelers really think they just run the road. You don't. So Hannah goes into go. Like Hannah goes into, you know, don't trust that hoe. And Benjamin is like, hey, that's my sister. I don't care. She's a hoe. I mean, technically, yeah, she She is a hoe. I mean, you're not really calling her out of her name because that's in her job description to be a hoe. So, you know, I can't even really truly be mad with Hannah for calling her a hoe because her daughter is a career hoe. But just, you know, for the sake of being upset, since I'm already upset, I'm gonna be upset. Why are you calling your daughter a hoe? The nerve. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, she going all off on don't trust that hoe. Where's my notes, Lord? Where is it? I done lost my place here and I'm trying to drive all of this. And she goes, yeah, she goes into, I wish I could have protected, you know, you. I wish I would have kept you away from her. And I'm saying her like, I thought he was the older brother. Maybe he's the younger brother. But if he's the older brother, then how, if you plan to raise your daughter and your son, and you had the son first, how was you going to get rid of the daughter? Usually, I mean, I know you can give her up or whatever, but usually if you have the older one, you can just kind of shield the younger one. But the younger one, if, you know, the younger one's the bad one, then it's just what it is. Generally. I don't know what I'm talking about. And then Hannah goes into everything she touches falls apart. You know, your house, your tow yard, your truck, our house, you know, Found Drop Hotel, all of that she goes into. And I'm sitting here like, everything she touches falls apart. But since she bought all of that, she bought your house, she bought Benny's house, she bought her house, she bought the tow truck, she bought the tow yard. So, I mean, you talking about all this bad she done did, but she bought all of this. Like, girl, like, you mad because the stuff that she paid for fell apart. Like, girl, you wouldn't have had it had she not paid. Like, let me backtrack a little bit. Veronica done called Hannah this boy's grandmama and all of that. Catherine and Mitch can't go in to see him right now. And, what was I gonna say? Oh, Catherine propositions Mitch. Now, this part was a little suspicious to me. She's giving, you know, conversation about how he's a Malone, it's always gonna follow him, how she's a Hargrave, I think it was, and it's always gonna follow her, blah, blah, blah. And then she pat him on the knee. I'm sorry, y'all. I have to put juju's just everywhere today. She pats him on the knee, and I'm just like, And then she starts to flirt. So, you know, I'm gonna be single soon, yada, yada, yada. And, you know, she's saying, I can use a man like you. He said, how much you paying? I said, wait a minute now. Hold on, Mitchell. You give me 1 second here. Is this how you met Candace? Was she pimping you out too, or what? Was you pimping her out? Because you remember Candace and Mitch had a thing. I'm trying to figure out now, was it a whole ting, or was it a regular ting? Like, what kind of ting was it? Anyway, she said she ain't gonna pay Catherine, but by the end of the night, he gonna be paying her. And I'm just like, wow, the girls are a fool. Let me get in my lane. Oh no, I'm in my lane. Distracted by the girls acting up out here in these streets. Your truck shouldn't sound like that, sis. You need to get that checked on. She got a flu and a fever. Yeah, she said he gonna be paying her, and he gets up and laughs and walks on out. I don't care about this. Veronica calls, you know, to find out about the Secret Service. Then Justin is in there, he yanks her up and is giving, you know, give me the tape, give me, you know, delete the video, yada yada. I'm saying, like, girl, the video's already on the cloud, sis. It's just it's out there. You know, like, if she deleted it in front of you, you best believe she backed it up somewhere else. And she's, you know, he's like, I'm warning you. And Veronica did something very much Kay inspired, something that I would have done. And she said, okay, what's your warning? If that's not a me thing, that's definitely something that I would have said. Because I just want to be clear on what may happen if I do this or if I don't. So what are you going to do? I loved it. I lived for it. It's one of the rare moments that I was like, okay, Veronica, go off. And then, you know, he switches it up and is like, please give me the tape. Please, I'm so sorry that I stalked and sexually harassed your son. Please give me the tape. And she's still giving him, girl, please. You know, I won't be able to do it. Erica gets a knock on the door. She's still wearing this robe and these slippers. She gets a knock on the door and she says, who is it? It's Candace. She opens the door. Hey, Candace, girl, what's going on? Candace sits on the bed. She's just so frustrated. I was like, baby, where's the R? It's frustrating. When people say frustrated, I be frustrated myself. Like, there's an R right. It's just right. It's like when the girls say February instead of February. Even though, you know, everybody says February. Anyway, she's frustrated. And she's like, you know, so there's this guy and this, that, and the other, and this is happening and that is happening. Oh, girl, the parking lot is empty. Hopefully it's a slow day. It's a half day for me, so honestly. But the parking lot is barren. Are we closed? I hope so. I hope we're closed and the girls just didn't have the courtesy to tell me, because I'll take it today. Let me make sure. When I say damn, it's usually not this dry this time of day. But whatever. And she's like, so there's this guy and this, that, and the other, and this is happening and that is happening. And I'm like, so we girlfriends now? Didn't you just cuss out on the phone a few minutes ago? Or whatever. She talks about how terrible he is sober, but when he's drunk, you know, he's the sweetest guy, this and the other. I said, well, just keep him drunk. Just keep him lit. I know he's the presidential candidate and everything. He can't be doing these addresses and speeches all drunk and things, but we just got to find a way. And then she says that he wants her to give up Benny for Quincy's murder. Erica says, well, you know, that may just, you know, that may be a good idea. That may not be half bad. I'm sorry. Candace lifted her hand towards heaven. She raised her hand to Zion. Candace lifted her hand she raised her hand so high that God anointed her palm. She lifted it and God said, blessed. And she brought it back down with the force, the fury of just 1,000. You know, she slapped the bones out of Erica's face. Erica got back up and her face was just mush. Like, she slapped that girl into the bed. Erica is now half mattress. Like, she slapped the girl to hell and back. She slapped her so hard that she swung down the hill and bounced and came back. I said, oh my God. I had to rewind it. I said, this girl has really slapped this girl to the point where she's unable. I haven't seen somebody slap somebody that hard since Rihanna slapped Michael Cera in that movie. Anyway, she slapped her. And then she said, and they were both so calm. She slapped that girl. Erica got up like, Candace said, say it again. I said, oh my. I thought she was going to say it again. I wanted her to say it again so I could see what happened. And then Candace goes into, listen here, you were my bottom hoe when I was running things, and you didn't make that much money. Know your place. I'm still Candace. Don't forget, like, who you talking to. Erica's like, okay, I'm so sorry. And Candace was like, girl, it's fine. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm like, what is going on? What is happening? That girl got possessed for a second. And then she just, you know, Erica continues to ask her, like, you alright? You know, do you want to stay here? You know, who's the man? What's the room? And Candace is like, stop asking me questions and give me a dress. I need a dress. Oh, before that, she says, because Erica was like, why you not telling me nothing, or something along those lines. Candace says, you know why I'm not telling you nothing? Because you loaned me that dress the other day, and it had a scent. I said, you loaning this girl used? I don't know what hoes do, but if I were a hoe, I would have to dry clean my things. It had a scent, and I couldn't place the scent. I paused the show. I said, Mama, I turned to my mother. I said, that scent is the scent of war. My mama said, mm-mm. I said, it is. She said, mm-mm. I said, it is. She said, I said, it is. I pressed the show. She said, it smelled like that cheap, you know, poor gangster thug hood cologne that war wears. I said, I know. She said, girl, you know I don't do war. You know me and war, we don't, you know, he killed my sister. She didn't say that, but remember, that was the story she gave Candace. Now, I'm not sure if that's tea or not, but that's what she said. And she's like, you know, I don't do war. And she's like, Candace said, I better know. I said, oh my goodness, this is delightful. This is why I started watching the show to begin with. If we could get this every episode, just a glimpse of this every episode, I wouldn't have a scalp. I wouldn't have edges. You know, I would still have complaints. I was going to say I won't complain, but I would still have complaints because the show just doesn't make sense. But I would live a little bit more. And so Candace is like, I need another dress. She gets up, grabs another dress. Eric's like, yeah, girl, take what you need. And then she says, Candace, I don't like you, you know, when you're this, you know, tense. You look very stressed. Do you want me to relieve that for you? I'm saying, like, now, Erica, I know you're one of the girls. I know that you've got just a touch of gay in you. Like, I peeped that. But I just didn't receive that from Candace. And we're not going to put Candace in gay timeout just yet. You know, we're not going to put her over there. Anyway, Candace looked at her and walked smooth out the establishment. She grabbed the dress and was like, I can't be bothered. We swoop over and see. Okay, so what's her face calls war. Are we there yet? I don't know. I'm gonna talk about it. I can't. I don't feel like searching these notes. She calls war and is giving, she hit me. She's just enraged. I hate that hoe. And, you know, he's like, I can't do nothing about her right now. The block is hot. She is hollering at war. Come kill her. Get her. I'm like, he can't, sis. It's hot. Anyway, they discuss, this is War and them, they discuss going to the Malones restaurant. And You know, they're like, oh, we can't go to the Malones restaurant. They big and bad over there. They the mob. Warren gets up, says, I'm a monster. I said, but you can't go get Candace because the block's too hot, but you a monster. All right, daughter. Hannah comes out to the police holding discussion room or whatever, says she's going to wait for Benny. Catherine says, no, you're not. Benny wouldn't want you to do that. We got a lot of stuff to do at the house. You know, we need to get that together. And she said she almost forgot little Q was dead. So they scooch on. But they, like, okay. George pops up and he wants to talk to Catherine and is giving, this is, Jennifer Stallings, was last seen alive at your house. And I'm like, how you know where she was last seen alive? Because they talking about phone records and this, that, and the other. But how you know where she was last physically seen alive? Maybe she left her phone. I would have said, yeah, girl, she came by the house, she left her phone, probably, or something, like, something of that nature. But whatever. Veronica steps in and is like, Catherine, don't say another word. And then she says, meet me at your house in 15 minutes when they get through with that. Melissa's still laying in that bed. Jeffrey comes by, he says he's sorry. And then Judge Lantola comes in and is acting a fool. Melissa's mama, the woman who's playing Melissa's mama, looks exactly like Judge Lantola. Like, exactly. It freaked me out for a second. And she comes in talking about, oh, so you tried it again, huh? Jeffrey's like, again? And, oh God. I'm sorry, y'all, my coworkers, I can't stand these two. And she says, again? Jeffrey says, again? Yeah, this is the third time. She tried it twice in high school. Jeffrey's like, well, then she needs to get help. Mom said, who gonna pay for that? Your mama? I mean, yeah, probably. Don't see why not. Anyway, Doris is the mama. She's giving all this extra shade, this, that, and the other, tells the girl, don't be selfish. And then she goes on to say, you know, this is a nice looking man. You know, have a baby by him and everything will be all right. Just because he's nice looking? Okay. At one point she said something about, you know, I don't take handouts, but you do take hand jobs. I said, sis, what? She said, you are gay, aren't you? I said, sis, you don't have to be gay to receive hand jobs. And he said, yeah, girl, I'm gay, but you don't have to be gay to receive hand jobs. I said, thank you. And then, you know, she saunters on off. And Melissa's like, tell me again why I need to live. And I'm like, I can't think of no reasons. Go on, let yourself go. I'm awful. And then Swoop, I know I'm all over the place. This review has just been too much. Swoop with me over back to Candace. Candace is minding her business, and Landon and Charles come by. Landon and Charles come by, and they are giving, you know, we've got bad news. And she's like, what's the news, sis? The news is that Charles and Landon come by and say they got news. They say that there's been some gun violence, this, that, and the other. And she says, you know, what are you trying to say? She says, your son was caught in the crossfire. She says, is he all right? Charles says, no, he's not going to make it. And I'm saying, like, he's already dead. Like, what you mean he's not going to make it? He didn't make it. He's past the point of no return. He's not coming back. And, you know, she's asking where he was shot. She says the found drop. Not the found drop. Was it the found drop? Whatever. And she just breaks down. She's, you know, going through. She's shook. She's crying. She tells them to get out. And then, you know, she's giving, what have I done? And she's crying and all this. And then we swoop back over to Catherine and the girls. Catherine and Veronica. She's, you know, at her house. And the house, Veronica's got this gasoline. And she is pouring it all along the front of the house. And I'm like, this house, first of all, is too big for you to burn it down with just gasoline along the front. The house is too big for you to have been there even 15 minutes and douse the entire house. But okay, Tyler Perry. So she was putting all this gasoline on the house, and she's like, we're going to burn the house down. I'm sitting here like, now that's just going to look suspicious. But whatever, though. And she entices Catherine to light the match, and they set the house on fire. I was like, where's Fireman Wyatt when you need him? It doesn't make sense, Tyler, that they're burning down this house. It's really not going to look good that she's already moved all of her things out of the house because she moved out. But whatever, I don't care. Anyway, that was the haves and the have-nots. It was a lot going on. I did not mean for this conversation to be this long because I really want to get over to Greenleaf. Hopefully it'll be enough light for me to do it when I get off work. But if not, I'm going to have to do it probably in the garage. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe to all the things the YouTubers say. And I'm going to go in here and do this half day and go on about my business. Anyway, y'all, peace. Oh.